Yo, 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 yo. What's up, mighty men and all the noble ladies subscribe to this channel? You're welcome to the very first episode of the Green Frog Chronicles. I welcome you all to this channel, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, no matter the time you're watching this video. Before we review the videos, some of the clips in this video, let me first tell you why you're seeing a green frog on your screen. I don't know if you've already heard of this experiment before, but whenever you put a frog in a bowl of water and it starts to heat it, as the water gets hot, the frog also adjusts its body temperature accordingly. So as the water gets heated, as it's becoming hot, the frog also, whilst in the water, also intentionally adjust its body temperature to match up with the temperature of the water. So the frog will keep on doing this until it comes to a time that it has used all its energy in adjusting its body temperature, and the time that it has now made its mind to jump out of the water, there's no more energy, and then you see that the frog is cooked. This frog could have easily jumped out of the water the very moment it realized there's a temperature increase in the water, but now it believed in its own ability, and it believed in its own self. It knew it could do. It knew it could survive, no come what may. And this goes to say, to buttress my point, to say we have certain creatures that no matter what you tell them, no matter the amount of advice you try to pour into them, I don't know whether they are built that way or that's how they were created. Never, there's nothing you can tell these creatures and they'll listen until there comes a time in their life that they meet that guy. I refer to this guy as the mighty wall. This is the wall that has never been defeated before. The ancient of days, it has never been defeated and it will never be defeated. Ladies meet this wall at a later stage of their lives. It depends. Some meet it very early in their 30s, some meet it in their 40s. But what may, you eventually meet Mr. Wall. And so some of the clips in this video, we will be looking at some ladies that have met this handsome gentleman that I'm talking about, Mr. Wall. And they are now on the net, crying their hearts out, regretting some of the decisions they made. But one thing I know of in this life is this. Growing up, we used to say something that the man who who travels through the city of I don't care will eventually reach a town called Had I Known. So most of these ladies we see today, it's obvious they are traveling through the city of I don't care. I don't care. It's my life. It's my choice. But come what may, one day, they're surely going to reach that town called Had I Known. So, without much ado, let us review some of these few clips.
I'm sitting here with just this horrible realization. I've been divorced for 3 years, and in that 3 years, I have spent most of my days figuring out how I can become physically, mentally, financially, spiritually healthy enough to be able to afford and take care of a child. And not only have I taken that time, but I've done the math, and it does not work out. I am not young enough, or fertile enough, or financially stable enough to even do another round of IVF. And at 36, like, I'm sorry, like, you're gonna say, like, you have time. Like, I don't. because I can't spend another minute of my life trying to make something work when I'm just fighting upstream. I don't have a support system. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources or the community. And it just kills me. It kills me that I had embryos with my ex-husband that were viable. And they're just gone now. And my future with those children and my life as a mother is just, it's gone. And it's not just that it's gone, it's the fact that it was decided for me by so many other people and factors. And that's what kills me. Because it was not my choice. And I'm angry. And I'm heartbroken.
Before you try to feel sorry for these people, always remember, always think of the countless amount of warnings, the advices they saw, they were told, and yet threw all caution to the pigs. So you can just relax and let's listen to this video.
I think I'm a catch. Like, I'm successful in my career. I can hold my own. I'm financially independent. I have a great family. I have a good personality. I'm attractive. I have all this confidence. So I was like, why the fuck am I getting rejected? And what I realized through therapy and some of the people that I had spoken to was that I was just too much in my masculine energy. Naturally, I just have more masculine energy just based on how I was raised. I only have brothers. I had a lot of male energy around me growing up. I run 2 businesses, so every day I'm in that leadership mind. I'm in that, you know, like, not harsh mindset, but very like masculine. So like, you know, leading, very driven, very ambitious, all that type of stuff. And what was happening was I was bringing that masculine energy into my dating world and into, I guess, relationships, and it was coming off to men. I was that girl that was like, I don't need a man, and, you know, if he doesn't like me for me, then that's his problem, and I'm not going to change, and he needs to accept me for me, and blah, blah, blah. And there was something that my ex had said to me when we were breaking up that really, really stuck with me, and it was, you're too independent. And I was always like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, isn't that a good thing? Like, don't you want to be with a girl who is not, you know, depending on you financially or depending on you for everything? And isn't that attractive that you're with someone who can like hold their own? But what I realized is that men want to be with a woman who they feel they're needed by. So that doesn't necessarily mean financially or anything like that, but like, they want to be with someone where they're the leader in the relationship, they're making the decisions, they're caring for someone because that's just naturally in them. So for me, I had to rewire my brain of thinking that just because I was letting a man care for me and that I was going to be more feminine, that wasn't weak or that I wasn't still independent.
This is exactly what happens when you keep on listening to dating advice from women who are single themselves. Just imagine going to the farmer to learn how to catch fish. It's preposterous, but I don't know. The war keeps on coming and it will continue to come.
Are men unattracted to independent women? I was talking to my guy friend the other day. We're talking about just like independent women. I was telling him how one of my girlfriends, she's super independent. She does X, Y, and Z by herself. She's like such a bad bitch. And she doesn't need really anyone to count on. And he goes, let me guess. I bet you she is single. To that, I'm like, why? He's like, well, historically, men have always been, you know, the caregiver. Like, they usually have always been that breadwinner, right? Type sort of personality. And he goes, so that's why when women are too independent, they're too masculine and men find them unattractive. To that, I responded and I said, I think it's because 50% of men are average at best, okay? And as a woman raises her bar and she starts to provide herself that validation, she, does these things for herself and she counts more on herself to become more independent, her bar raises. Meaning that the men that can match her at that level are fewer men. And so that is why these more independent women, are typically, I guess, more single based off of what he's saying, because they just haven't found someone to match them at that level yet. Maybe independent women don't like most of the men now.
I don't know. I'm not that old, but I've never come across a man that is daydreaming about meeting a woman or getting engaged with a woman that makes certain amount of money. No. It has always been the nature of men to provide. That has always been our nature. But I don't know, because ladies are always of this idea. I want a man that does this, that does. And so they think men also have the same idea, like that's what men expect of ladies, which is far wrong. And that is why they keep on failing. And it's funny why, I don't know, it's like there has been a lot of education on this, a lot of channels that have talked on this, and the same every day. We keep on encountering the same issues. It's funny though, because gone are the days that what was expected of women was just this: stay at home, take care of the household chores. Then after that, you have all the time to yourself. All you just needed was just to take care of things in the house, and that was it. But ladies began to realize, it's like the guys come back home and it's like they're happy. So maybe the ladies were like thinking, maybe working 9 to 5. I think it's more fun, it's more thrilling than doing some few household chores here and there. And so they fought for equal rights and they fought vehemently just to be in the office. And now they say that that is not how they are built. Women were never built that way. Men are built when they are able to overcome challenges. That's how we are built. That's how that's where we drive our pride and our passion from. When we're able to accomplish something, when we're able to overcome an obstacle. Women were not built that same way. But I don't know that they fought for equal rights and equal opportunities, and here we are. Every day they keep on hitting the walls and they come out and cry. These are just the few. Just imagine the videos we see online are just the few. Imagine those that don't even post their stories. It's crazy. This is whole la. And if you like this video that you just watched, there are more from where this came from, and I would like you to subscribe, to like and share. This is a new channel, and just help a brother here grow up his channel. Just like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this content. I'm out.